Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Let us introduce ourselves. We are from group number 8, who today will explain a material about public speaking. Here is the name of the group. Me, Adam Abdullah from Night 8 class. The second one is Rangga Ditya. The third one, Ricky Setiawan. And the number fourth is Radityo Nur Alamsyah. And the last one is Muhammad Dipa Maulana. In this material, we will discuss what is, of course, very related to public speaking in order to become a good public speaker. The first one, the definition of public speaking. And next, the thing that must be considered when and before public speaking. The third, basic of public speaking techniques. And the last one is tips and tricks of public speaking.
First of all, we have to know the definition of public speaking. Public speaking is a communication process carried out in front of a public or group of people. In general, public speaking aims to provide information, influence, or entertain people. Based on this definition, public speaking is a procedure for speaking in public, so it must be done in a coherent and planned manner. Therefore, in public speaking, it does not require speaking skill, but rather structured speaking skill that are easily implemented by many people in a short time. Examples of public speaking are 1. Speak, 2. Seminar, 3. Teacher or lecturer when giving lesson, 4. Organizational meeting.
On this slide, we wanna talk about all things that must be considered when and before public speaking. 1. Consider your audience. When we speak, of course, we have to understand where we are talking and who is the listener or audience who is listening to our conversation. For example, when we speak or make presentation in front of official or lecturers, of course in a formal atmosphere, we really need to pay attention to the use of good and formal language in speaking. It is inversely proportional if we are going to do a presentation or talk in a non-formal setting such as an organizational meeting in a relaxed atmosphere. Of course, by differentiating this, we will be able to convey information according to the target when we speak. 2. Effective in speaking. In delivering a conversation, of course, it is not recommended to widen it far from the topic being discussed. It would be better is to focus on any goals to be conveyed to the listener.
The next are still things that must be considered when and before public speaking. 3. Provide correct information. Of course, as a speaker required to provide correct information and not to disseminate information that is still uncertain, let alone spread hoax to listener, because that is quite fatal in my opinion. Say no to hoax and be guessed for the correct information. 4. Provide educational information. In the process of providing material, not only disseminating information, of course, as a speaker, we must give a lot of listen in every sentence that is issued in the hope that the listener will get a listen afterward.
And on this slide, we will explain about basic public speaking technique. 1. Overcoming nerves. It is quite natural to be nervous when going to talk in front of a crowd. One way to calm the nerves is to simply take a deep breath and believe in the material that has been planned. Prepared. Do it for 3 times. Take a breath in, breath out, and you will feel relaxed. Preparation. Don't speak, wait. Preparation, especially in a large forum, get you to looking of reference and similar to topic. According to topic you want to convey, the more we look for reference, the more confident we will be speaking. Make good preparation, then you show people that you deserve to be speaking. 3. Opening technique. Opening a forum is the most common ones are greeting, introduction, explain a little what we will explain, and after that are the material that you want to convey. For an example, Assalamualaikum, good morning. My name is Ricky Setiawan. I come to TIF Morning A. It is an honor of me to be able to stand here to deliver material about public speaking.
Continued from the previous slide about the basic of public speaking. Number 4, delivery techniques. Everyone certainly has their own technique in speaking. In this delivery technique, it can be interspersed with games, proverbs, anecdote, rhymes, or supporting properties so that the delivery becomes more interesting and, of course, easy to understand. Number 5, body language or gesture. When talking, relax our body and let it move naturally. With the presence of body language or gesture, will reinforce every body word we say so that listener can understand the material optimally. Number 6, closing technique. In the closing discussions in the forum, it is suggested to conclude every aspect that has been explained at the core of the material, and you also insert a saying as a closing statement or the maximum closing before the greeting. Use the closing statement usually so that the audience can easily remember us. One of them is to use the wisdom words, and I think that one of the important as a public speaker. On this slide, we wanted to talk about the tips and tricks of public speaking. Number 1, practice by speaking anywhere. Take advantage of the times we have to practice. Wherever we are, if we have a free time, don't forget to keep practice, because practice won't make you perfect, but it will make you much better than before. Number 2, vocal training. It's not just a singer, but being a public speaker must also pay attention to this, because we have to pay attention to articulation so that it is easy to understand for the listener. Number 3, speaking properly and correctly. Use language according to circumstance in which we are in something new, the something we need to pay attention to too. Number 4, pay attention to appearance. Make yourself as neat as possible according to the type of the activity when talking, so you don't get a wrong custom. I think it's enough for today. Thank you so much for all your attentions. We are so happy and honored can explain about this material. And regards from team number 8. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.